Now that is a strange sound to start the first episode of a podcast with, right? But let me explain. This is my dog's favorite toy. He loves it for some reason. Sounds like a great user experience, doesn't it? And with that, hello and welcome to the first episode of the UX Global's podcast. Today I would like to introduce myself and tell you about the ideas for the future episodes. Let's get this week's episode started. May I introduce myself first so you know whom you're actually dealing with. My name is Chris and I'm the founder of the UX Global's company. Our mission is to make user experience the number one reason why a company or solution succeeds on the market out there. Therefore, we provide different services for business clients and every UX designer. The UX agency and UX consultancy are our services for business clients. We will create a hardware and software solution for every business. The UX workflow, which divides a project into 5 different stages: research, prototyping, design, implementation, and evaluation, is the foundation for every project we're working on. The UX education platform provides all information that a UX designer might need. Simply do your search on the site and read about everything that helps. In the future, we will educate graphic designers, software developers, and entrepreneurs on the topic of UX so they can get to know how a UX designer works and will have the same skills too. In some time, we will publish the UX marketplace, which will provide all assets especially needed by UX designers. Our main field will be to provide checklists every UX designer can use in his or her projects, UI kits with a high usability, and much more. Let's take a short break. All those platforms belong to the UX Global's company, which was founded by me earlier this year. But to make people, especially entrepreneurs, startup founders, managers, and everyone working in the creative business more aware of the importance of UX and what it actually means, we start this podcast today, right now. Let's talk a bit more about this podcast. Every episode will be about 5 up to 10 minutes long, so everyone has the chance to listen to it on his or her way to work or back home again. There will be at least 5 episodes per week. The topics will be a nice mixture of news in the UX industry, like launches of new solutions, combined with one educational session on, for example, evaluation, different tools, or study design. After that, it is time for some entrepreneurship mindset and get mentally prepared for the day, so you can start hustling and keep pushing on your own projects. Therefore, every episode will air early in the morning at 4:30 a.m. so everyone has the chance to listen to the podcast before work. Let's take another short break. End of this episode, I would like to come back to myself to let you know a bit more about me and how I came into the UX industry. It all began in 2011. I was 14 years old and wanted to have an application that calculates my school grades for me, but there was none available at that point of time, so someone had to develop it, right? So I decided to simply learn some Java coding and developed my first Android application like 4 weeks later. Like half a year later, I was confident enough to actually develop a great calculator and publish it on the Play Store. As I enjoyed coding and creating new solutions so much, I soon started developing other digital solutions like websites too. 2 years later, when I was 16 years old, I decided to stop delivering newspapers and became a freelancer instead. Over the last 3.5 years, I was studying user experience design in Ingolstadt, a town in the southern part of Germany, and today I'm owning my business UX Globals. And yeah, I believe that's it for today. Be prepared for tomorrow's episode, which will explain why UX is actually important to everyone working in any industry. Until then, and always remember, you can get anything done if you truly want it, so always keep pushing. Have a nice day, and hear you tomorrow.